So I put up a poll for which BTS reaction I should do next, and you guys voted for who is BTS, and that's smart, you know. I think that it's really hard to get into a band if you don't know anything about their personalities. Band, group, individual artist, doesn't matter. And the more you get to know them, the more you love them, unless they end up being pieces of shit. Then you might not like them so much afterwards. But I'm assuming that they're not. I guess we're about to find out. I'm not going to waste a lot of time with a bunch of, like, you know, editing tricks and throwing in a bunch of nonsense like I usually do. This is like a 30-minute video, so this is going to be the longest video that I've done on the channel yet. I want to see what you guys see, you know? Like, I really liked Idol. I loved Mic Drop. But I want to know why you feel this connection to them, you know? Because there's a clear connection between the ARMY and BTS. Play. Dude, I didn't even know their name was actually, like, Bangtan, or however you say that. 3 rappers, 4 vocalists, been around since 2013. Man, they're huge for only being around for 6 years. We got some gymnasts. Fire performance, complex choreography, moving lyrics. I'm just gonna guess this song is called Fire. Ah! That was a cool move. It's like a resurrection almost. RM, alright. Don't call him Rap Monster. Right? Right? Oh damn, he's like straight up fluent. Like that, he speaks English better than I do. Korean underground hip hop scene. Cool, man. Yeah, I was always into the underground metal scene, but like the underground rap scene, I don't know if this is how rappers feel, but like the underground rap scene and metal scene to me are like almost like they should be best buddies, like they're cousins, you know? People don't respect them. People don't give them the respect that they deserve. Betraying hip-hop. That's what
방탄소년단에서 랩하는데 못생긴. 아이돌로 데뷔했다는 건 래퍼를 포기한 거 아닌가? 노래를 힙합에.
So the underground hip-hop fans were pissed off at him for going mainstream, I guess. Everybody wants to go mainstream, alright? They just don't do it because nobody will let them. Identity crisis. Aggressively responds to his critics. Yo, what is that? I need that. He's outgrown that name. It's like how Paramore won't play their earliest song anymore because they feel like they've outgrown it. Fall Out Boy. What did he do with Fall Out Boy?
So we have an interpreter just in case I need one, but you actually are speaking.
Watching Friends, no, dude. How you doing, RM? Dude, that's like, I might, oh man. That's enough for somebody to be my bias. He's the only one fluent in English. He translates for the others. Dude, and he learned it from watching Friends. This guy is my boy. I feel a connection with him. Hey, not bad, buddy. There you go. You got that. Including resolving conflict, whether it's... Focused for their performances. His beautiful and thoughtful speeches. Dude, he's talking exactly like me. Like, that's exactly how I say. Like, when I talk about like the gun situation in America, for example, it's always like, yeah, maybe we can't fix everything, but if we could even save a couple people, worth it. No matter what you plan on doing, not taking a stance, just, you know, shit's going down.
From the morning, I mean, like from the dawn, like 5 a.m. I cannot imagine that.
That's a nice coat, man. I had a coat like that. I can't pull that shit off anymore, though. Sorry, I keep cursing, I know, but like...
iTunes, US, UK chart.
Shit.
Thank you.
Okay, Jin. He's 27. Theater student in university when he was scouted after being seen getting off a bus. So he's that good looking, huh? Jerk. Fictional storyline that runs throughout the BTS. Oh, there's a whole storyline that goes through all this stuff? Somebody might have mentioned that to me before, but it like totally slipped my mind. At some point I might like go back and marathon from the beginning just to like get the story down. Car door guy. Does nobody know his name yet? Or like Worldwide Handsome. And he knows it.
아니에요. 근데 왠지 이렇게 말하면 제 기분이 좋을 것 같아서 이렇게 얘기를 하고 다닙니다. 저는 월드와이드 댄서입니다. 예. 갖고 싶다면 내가 한번 주지. 수고했네.
He's just got these things on him all the time. Smart man. This guy knows how to get the attention that he rightfully deserves. Host eating segment's called Eat Jin. What the hell? Okay, am I dumb? I don't get it. Yo, he is very much enjoying it though. I'm enjoying how much he's enjoying it. So he literally just showed up one day, stepped off a bus, somebody was like, you look like a Greek god, except a Korean god. And they were just like, you need to be famous. So he had to teach himself how to... 20 or 21, it hasn't even been that long. Dude, he sounds good to me. Like, he sounds like he's been singing his whole life. Do they all have solo songs? That's friggin' cool. Nice. He's playing it live too. If you guys have never done this, like, it's one thing to play an electric guitar live with a whole band, but to be there playing the only instrument or being the only singer is a terrifying prospect. Like, that is one of the scariest things that you could do. You mess up even a little bit, everybody knows. There's nothing to cover it up. I used to mess up all the time when I was playing guitar. Suga. Is this the guy that, like, sounds kind of like he might have, like, a little lisp or something? I don't hear it here. Somebody told me that he does have a lisp, and then somebody else told me that it's just, like, kind of how he raps. I feel like I definitely heard a lisp the first time, but... Dude, I don't hear one at all right now, but like, dude, he's... What the fuck? Savage and blunt. Don't wake the guy up. Yo, I feel him on that one. Cares deeply about his members.
물에 줘도 안 먹어줘요. 왜 그런 거야? 네? 컨셉이야 왜 그런 거야? 아니
Why are you like this? He might be my boy. Introvert that likes to be alone with his music. That's my life right there.
처음에는 성공이 하고 싶었고 돈도 벌고 싶었고 이상하게 유명해지고
Yeah.
싶다는 생각은 별로 없어.
Dude, I totally feel him on that one too.
오빠가
I wouldn't-
서울로 왔던
If I could make music and get recognized for it but not become famous, that would be the best situation. A song a day? That's insane. What is he doing with all these songs? Oh, only about 200. That's it. So this dude's like a musical genius. Like, he's got it naturally. I don't have that. I had to work my ass off just to be relatively decent. Some people just are born into it, man. And then when they focus on it like that, like he is, like writing and writing and writing, it just gets better and better and better, and then the genius starts to come out further and further.
내가 밥을 먹으면 이 버스를 탈 돈이 없었고 2,000원짜리 짜장면을 먹으면 버스 못 타고 그걸 팔아도 돈을 못 받고 내먹히고 이걸 처음 간다 부모님이 연락 같이 상담을 받았지 부모님마다 잘 모르 내 자신도 나 잘
Way to go
모르
counseling.
그렇다면 누가 알까 그런 적 있다고 어른처럼 하는 말 I don't give a shit I don't give a fuck 그딴 말들 전부 다
Oh no, he's making me feel bad about cursing.
하는 말 지우고 그때 그래 기억조차 나지 않는 너는 공연하는 말 사람들이 무서워 화장실에 숨어버린 나를 마주하던 나 그때나 정거래 걱정 부드럽네 구르지 않은 도래는 피식 얘기 말은 이거들에게 돌아갈 수 없다면 진짜 실수 따위 모두 다 이겨내봐 말 쉽진 않지만 가슴에 새겨놔 부딪힐 것 같으면 더 세게 밟아임마 하시는 거 다 잘 되고 꿈 모두 이루시고 꿈이 없으신 분들도 괜찮습니다 뭐 꿈 없을 수도 있어요 행복하시면 됩니다 행복하게 새해를 시작하면서 행복하게 한 해 또 마무리 짓는 그런 2018년이 되었으면 좋겠습니다.
Glasses guy. Locally famous street dancer known for freestyles. Okay, so he wasn't a rapper, he was just a dancer. Learns a minutes dances that takes other hours. Okay, so is he like the main dancer, I guess you would call it? Boy meets evil. Yeah, I mean, he goes hard, man. He's very attractive. It's not gay to say that I want to make out with him, right? Like, just a little bit. And not because it would make me feel anything, but just because he's so pretty that, like, I'd like to be able to tell people I made out with someone as pretty as he is.
Oh my god, that's how I shot. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's my boy. It's charisma right there. It's the most important thing. What is happening? Is he on his hands or legs? I can't tell. That was weird as hell, but I loved it. I know they're like parodying this, but like it still sounds good. You know what I mean? Like they're making fun of it, but they still sound good. Like they can't help but sound good when they sing.
All English time, all English speaker, okay?
Interview the members in English.
Why happy? Oh my god, my heart is oh my god.
My heart is oh my god. Yo, Koreans love the oh my god. That's like their whole thing. And they say it so different, it always sounds cute. It sounds cuter than the way that Americans say it. Oh my god. Very stern dance teacher. Well, that's what, dude, that's a professional, you know? Like, when you excel at any craft, like, no matter what, if you're meant to be like the mentor or the teacher, you gotta take that seriously. Good for him. The people that kind of slack off on it, like, I'm the best and therefore I don't have to work extra hard, they're the ones that aren't really contributing properly. They should be helping everybody around them, like he is. Symbol of hope and peace. The person behind jhope is cheerful. So his team, how far he's come. Dude, this kind of looks like this scene out of Dreamcatcher Goodnight, where they're all dancing in like that gothic looking church place or school place. Tup's doing contemporary dance at his art school. Whoa. Oh, this is like... So he was trained in contemporary dance rather than hip-hop. That's really cool. So he could do like ballet and he could do like the arts. Like contemporary dance is like... Wait, I don't know. I know nothing about dancing, so I'm just gonna stop talking about it. All I know is it looks good when he does it. You know, I've never actually tried dancing because I just assume that I'll be bad at it. But are they actually... So I've seen so many of these videos on YouTube where it's like, BTS reacts to blah blah blah, and they're all fake, you know? Were they actually reacting to him there? Was that a real one? Because if so, that's pretty cool. They were all super amped about it. Needs a lot of love and attention. Making cakes. Cool. I love a good cake. Intensely hard worker, perfectionist, and is notoriously hard on himself.
연습실에 항상 가서 살아야지라는 생각이 많았었어요. 그러니까 쉬어도 연습실, 자도 연습실, 그래야 한 번이라도 뭘 더 하니까 그런 생각이 많았었는데
It's another guy just dedicated to his craft, you know? But you can't live like that, you know? When you spend every waking moment thinking and doing... Aww. Oh my god, I feel so bad for him. It's so weird. Oh, poor guy.
노래를 부를 수 있을까 하면서 요즘은 그냥 계속 그것만 고민하고 있는 것 같다. 요즘에 좀 힘들었던 게 잘 안 돼. 하는 만큼 잘 안 돼.
Oh, that's pretty vague.
정말
I mean, you can't do it well.
생각하는 제 감동을 받을 수 있는 그런 노래, 마음을 움직이는 노래 같은 거라도 하고 싶어서.
진짜 감사했다. 뭐 하면서 가란 일이고.
아, 나 진짜 비행기에서 공기 너무 안 맞아요.
자기는 네 목소리가 되게 좋다.
진짜 받았네 나.
네 목소리 되게
I feel bad for him that he's like so, you know, for lack of another term, like up his own ass, you know, like I've been there before where it feels like everything that you do feels wrong, and it's a really hard way to live. I hope that he's able to, you know, kind of maintain some mental stability outside of that. Alright, we got a new guy here. V is the son of farmers. Son of farmers? Would have become a farmer himself. For striking face and unique features. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm gonna smoke my jewel since this is kind of a lengthy video. Oh, we're already... Wow, we've gone so far in. So he won his way onto the dance line just by getting better at it. That's really cool. This is the guy that you all told me in the comments of mic drop that is the one that has the really deep voice, huh? Because I said someone else had a deep voice, and y'all were like, nah, not even close. My mom's calling, hang on.
What are you doing?
In the middle of recording a video.
Oh, well, can you just tell me how to unfriend somebody?
On Facebook?
Yeah.
Sure, but you gotta say hi to the people first.
Hi.
Moms are the best, aren't they? Hey. V and Jimin were born in the same year, 1995. God, they're so young. This duo used to be known for posting videos, goofing off, and annoying the other members. Oh, I'd kill him if I were him. Oh, I'd kill him. I'd kill them both. Yeah, get him! Get him! Yeah, you guys have told me about this one. Or these four, I guess. Are these only live, or are they, do they have recordings of them?
라이브도 불안했었고요. 보컬도 이제 어느 정도 노력을 해야 되는.
Do they have?
남준이 형, 문기 형, 호석이 형 이제 만든 곡을 가지고 정말 부러웠어요.
Yeah. Do they have a songwriter, like an official guy that writes behind the scenes, or is it all done by them, or is it all like a collab with an official songwriter plus the artists in the group? I'm just curious. I very much respect people that create their own music. It's probably the thing that I respect the most when it comes to the musical genre.
Vincent Van Gogh. I'm Clement.
I'm Ash.
Ash. 클린트냐 우리가? Clement.
Klimt.
Wow. I'm Lenoir. Yeah, Lenoir.
Saxophone, cool. I like that one. Every girl that I'm friends with thinks she's a photographer, but don't tell them that none of their photographs look as good as his. Main vocalist, alright. Center of dance formations. And the youngest member, maknae. I know what that means. The golden one. I know this song.
노래도 그게 욕심이 없었어서 춤만 추고 싶다고. 저는 솔직히 메인 보컬이 될 줄 몰랐어요. 진짜로.
Dude, could you imagine that? Just being so good at something that you end up becoming the #1? Nice. That you end up becoming the #1 without even trying. You know, like, it's not even your passion, but you're so naturally talented that they can't help but stick you there. Hey, he's a gamer too. Shy talents. 13 to 14. 15 years by Korean age? Koreans have different ages than Americans? I did not know that. Dude, that's crazy. They already like were planning this out when he was in middle school. I can't imagine having that kind of talent. People just scouting you, waiting for you to get old enough that you could just be a part of something that's gonna explode, like all over the world. Pardon. Okay. I was wondering what he was saying. July is the most important word. Hey, yeah, it is. That's right.
탐내합니까? 네, 괜찮습니다. 내 마음에 타는 냄새.
That face.
왜 이렇게 됐어 너? 진영 때문에. 아 왜 이렇게 됐어? 그런 거 좀 보고 배우지 말라고 했잖아 형이.
Oh, dude, like Screamo? Who was he just listening to? Had the best brothers in the world. Like a baby even though he's all grown up. He does look really young.
또 옆에 항상 6명의 멤버들이 있으니까 제가 솔직히 보고 느끼는 배우고 하는 거는 거의 다 멤버들 영향이 크다고 생각해요. 그래서 싶어요. 네. 저는 어떻게 보면 형들의 성격이 다 담겨 있는 그런 인격체일 수도 있습니다.
It's a really interesting way of putting that. Because you're shaped by your experiences and the people around you. I mean, it really does speak to nurture over nature.
목표란 게 있으니까 좀 그냥 앞으로 잘 해가면서 앞으로도 으쌰으쌰했으면 좋겠어요. 우리 막내 다 컸네요, 진짜. 야, 형들이 6명이나 있는데. 그러니까요. 나 같으면 날아다니겠어요.
They all seem to be like super insanely close. Which is like, for me, it's like an instant, you know, take it up a level. You know, like I'm more attracted to them as artists because I know how passionate they are for the music that they write, perform, and how they feel about each other. I mean, could you imagine if you found out that these guys actually all hate each other behind the scenes? Like, that would be so depressing. So the fact that they like love each other like this, it's like, you know, it matters. It matters a great deal to someone like me. Gotta agree with that. Army is strong. Hey, Newark, New Jersey. Literally where I'm from.
Music and performance transcends language and countries and races.
Damn right it does.
Yeah, like the rainbow. I don't care if you're red, I don't care if you're blue, orange, green, purple, whatever.
Do you think the rest of the members of the group understand what he's saying right now?
Thank you for celebrating this great night together and someday.
Nice. Dude's got swag. No lie. I could have watched another half hour. I could have watched another hour on that, honestly. It was almost like a mini documentary. I've seen the unhelpful guide for Blackpink before, and I've seen the, like, you know, the regular guide for them, whatever. The helpful one, I guess. But, like, they weren't really put together like that. That was, like, something that I feel like whoever did that, major props, because that was the perfect way to kind of get to know them. I have read pretty much all the comments that you guys have left, and you guys have left an insanely good amount of information for me. But it's like you read one comment, and then as you read more comments, the information that came in from the first comment starts to kind of like get pushed out to the other ear.
In one ear, out one ear.
And then by the end of it, it's like you only remember like the last 10 comments that you've read, and the first like 600 are just off around my head somewhere. I gotta grab them and try to shove them back into my face, and it's like impossible. But coming out of that, I'm more intrigued on listening to more of them. I think that, like I said during the video, the idea of feeling that connection with them because you understand their personalities, because you know that they're real humans, as opposed to, like, you know, idols. I don't want to say that as like a negative, but like when you call somebody an idol, and I know it's different in Korea, but like, you know, from my perspective, when you call somebody an idol, it almost makes them out of reach from you. You know, it makes them feel kind of like a step above human, something a little bit like I want to be there, but I can't quite grab it. Like they're just too good for me. But once you get to know their personalities and understand that, like, you know, yes, they're called idols, and it's because they're insanely famous and huge artists in Korea, but the way that they act is much more human, much more down to earth, much more relatable. That's a key factor for me to really appreciate something. Suga, I think I related to the most. He kind of had that homebody, like, I love music mentality, but like I don't love being in the public surrounded by people all the time mentality, which is something that I can strongly relate to. When I was in a band, I was always around people, and I learned to live with it, probably like he is, but at the same time, I couldn't wait for that moment when I got home at the end of the night to just be alone with me. I think that's really important for a person to grow and mature, you know, to become who you are meant to be, is to be able to kind of reflect on the choices and the events that have taken place in your life, and then kind of push them down into your heart, into your soul, and help them round out who you're becoming. And it seems like, you know, he kind of feels that similar way. J-Hope, I don't think he can leave my biased position yet. There may be a couple wreckers on the way, but I pointed him out twice, both accidentally, without knowing who he was, and I know that other guy, they said that, I don't remember they called them, I can't remember all their names. There's still a lot of them. I'm sorry, it's hard to remember, but the one they said is the car door guy, and then like second from the left, I guess they called him also, said that he's just like so good looking. I'm like, yeah, he's good looking, but like J-Hope, like I just saying. The next BTS song that I'm going to do, there's not going to be a poll for it. I am going to do Dionysus, or however the hell you say that, live. I'm looking forward to it. Everybody's told me, like, you know, from a rock perspective, that this is the one to go with. So that's definitely next. I don't know exactly when it's coming, but it shouldn't be too long. I'll see you next time. Like, comment, and subscribe. And